Okay, good morning. So I wanted to welcome you to the 9th annual TMII Symposium. So it's unbelievable to think that we've been doing this for 9 years and been really grateful that every year we have done incredibly well because of the speakers that have been accepted our invitation. So this is again another delight you're going to see. This year we're featuring, in a sense, celebrating engineering and the work of engineering and its impact on healthcare. So we specifically picked our speakers who have been really at the forefront of pushing the limit in terms of ultra-high field magnetic resonance imaging with Denis Le Bihan and some new ways to probe the brain. So we're really looking forward to that. We also have Simon Sherry from UC Davis, and Simon this year have had an incredible run with his whole body PET scanner for human use. It's an incredible engineering work that will be featured here for PET imaging. We have Mikhail Shapiro from California Institute of Technology, who is very well known in the field of nanomaterials and probing the biology and disease with some really cool ideas, and a lot of fans of his are here, I know, from our group. So welcome also. And Matt Rosen from MGH, and again, one of the pioneers in the field of imaging with a great impact related to ultra-low field imaging, as well as integration of novel imaging reconstruction that you will see are really pushing the limit again in terms of how we acquire MR images. And then Mehmet Akakaya from University of Minnesota, who's working on artificial intelligence to try to speed the acquisition of MRI, specifically in the field of cardiac imaging. What we've done, as usual, intercalated between these speakers, we've chosen this year 2 talks from the abstract submission from our faculty members, our trainees, and also our collaborators and people also from the New York City area. So we have people from Cornell, people from Sinai, people from City College of New York. And so you'll hear from that. This is actually exciting, a part of the program, to feature some of the work. We will also be hosting the poster session, and we will be doing a poster award ceremony after that. So we have a committee evaluating the posters, and we will we'll announce that at the end. So again, we welcome you to this. I'm just going to do a brief couple of slides with some highlights, if you will, and it will be very quick so we can have our dean give us the introduction or open the session here. So you've seen, we talked about the speaker, the program. You have it here digitally or in paper, you'll see here. I'll just give you some of the highlights so far. What we've had, we had over 52 abstract submission, pre-registration at 250, 43% from outside Mount Sinai. There's 34 from outside, institutions and companies. We'll have the slide and video available next month. The program also will be online. We'll put some photos, and all this will be available on our website with TMII 2019. And I wanted to announce something different for the 10th annual. So I've been thinking about what do we do? This would be TMII 2020, cool name, right? And also it's 10. So I decided that I'm going to pass the baton to the young faculty members and trainees, while keeping an eye on what's going on to make sure that we meet the budget, because we have to work within these constraints. Chris and I will help from far away to make sure that they do the logistic, and I hope we'll be surprised. And I told them, look, it could be, and I'm announcing this to you guys now, so you're gonna have to work very hard, I hope. It could be very surprising, both maybe positively, but it could be also a negative experience, which also will be an experience for us to learn. But I'm actually thinking it's going to be a positive experience. So we're looking for very fresh ideas, guys. I want you to think outside the box. I don't want to see the same program as this. This had worked, but I want to see something different. But we'll work together on this, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I've gotten some feedback from some of you about this. So that's one of the major announcements that I wanted to make here. The other announcement is we have had a good success with our reception yesterday. We have been following the footstep of the Freedom Brain Institute that has been featuring work of the scientists, trainees, collaborators, take the images that they produce and create some art from it. And we've also have been tying this up with some fundraising for great causes. So Alexandra from our group has been leading this effort, working with UNICEF. And we are really proud to announce that we've raised about $1,400 last night from the art exhibit, from the work that we've shown, for the cyclone idea for in Africa to help there. And we had the representative from the UNICEF that talked to us about this effort. And we're really proud that our group here and our community is contributing to greater causes. Some of you who have not come to here, I really urge you to look at this great program with the art that features the work. You can see some of them are fantastic. We will be displaying these in our area. Some of you have won some of this work. We'll take it, hopefully you put it in good use at your place. These are some pictures from last night with our speakers, intense conversations and fun. We've had the band and some dancing as usual. The sound projected really well, maybe too well. We couldn't hear each other, but it was a fantastic space. This is some of the people posing here and acting tough, some of us, but I'll flash more pictures. And I really urge you to take a look at this. This is fantastic work, and I congratulate you guys for putting this together. But really, I wanted to thank Chris, and we'll be thanking him along the way for putting, again, a fantastic program together, not only this, but also this program. But I also want to thank the committee, the organizing committee, and the volunteers that you're seeing here doing the hard work throughout the day. But also we wanted to thank the sponsors. This is very important to us. We're able to attract some sponsorship, so we have, we can host these events. So we are, getting that extra help from you. United Imaging for the first time coming in real hot at Platinum. So we really thank you for that. BMS and AAA, which is a Novartis company now, as a gold member, and the silver contribution, Bruker, Flywheel, Perkin-Elmer, Mediso, and Siemens. So thank you again for your contribution and helping us put together this program. You'll be meeting a lot of our faculty member, and we've been, this is a picture of some of them, and I hope you'll be interacting with them throughout the meeting and during the poster session, the breaks, the luncheon, etc. And also, these are the friendly faces that you see here that helping, again, not only with the day-to-day work of the Institute, but also in terms of helping with this meeting. I wanted to feature, again, this Imaging Research Warehouse. This is really an effort that we have. It's a grassroots effort, I should say. It's partially funded by the NIH, CTSA, but also funded internally by the Department of Radiology and TMII. And this is a great effort that is contributing to the data that we are providing to the community at Mount Sinai. So what we're doing here, we're taking all the images being produced clinically from the system. Today we're concentrating on the main hospital, and we take them into a separate data archive. We de-identify them, and we make them available for you to access. So we have had a lot of case projects looking at what is an abnormal brain. We have mammography project. We have project in pulmonology, et cetera. And the data, is being done prospectively. We have over 400,000 images now in this database. And we will probably reach 1 million, very soon. And we will continue enriching that data center. We're also working very hard with the Mount Sinai Data Center that has very rich data in terms of electronic medical record as well as other data to try to link it together and come up with some models of prediction of disease. And so this has been an exciting project, and we plan to invest a lot more into this area as we move forward. Another area I want to feature, which is not very well known here because the name of our institute has imaging in it. It doesn't have Nano Medicine in it, but this is a very important feature of our mission, led by Willem Mulder, who heads our Nano Medicine program. And Willem, this past couple of years, have had an incredible strike in terms of grant and publications, and high-end publication, as you can see here, with his work regulating the immune system with nanotechnology. You're going to hear more about it during this meeting because two of the presentations, Mandy and Anu, are presenting some detail of some of the recent work and how they are regulating this immune system with these nanobiologics. So I would like to urge you to take a look at that. And I just decided to feature these two topics, but of course, we have a very strong program in neuroimaging. We have a very strong program in cancer and body imaging, which you will hear about here, and also cardiovascular system. Few announcements. We've been steady on the number of people visiting us and to enrich us with some new knowledge. Upcoming meeting is Craig Levine from Stanford, who's talking about the new PET technology. He's doing fantastic work with new detectors from Stanford, as well as other. You can see this on our website. With the work and help with our artificial intelligence community, especially people in the Department of Radiology, Pathology, Neurosurgery, and Orthopedics, we have initiated this clinical artificial intelligence imaging-focused seminar series. These are on a monthly basis. We invite people who are working in this space to present to them, some work that is ongoing. It doesn't have to be, it's work in progress, a lot of it, but it creates the interaction a lot between the clinician and the scientists to feature this. And we have had a really good response and attendance in this. So I also would like to have you, invite you to do this. A couple of initiatives that have been coming in to the Institute to enrich the day-to-day experience. We have been doing these faculty mindfulness sessions, and we've had one already, and it's been targeting only the faculty today, and we're planning to expand this to the others, but right now it's been focused on the faculty members, and we have a session upcoming there. And also with the help of the committee, as you see here, we have started a committee of diversity, inclusion, and well-being, in association again with radiology, and we have a good participation there, and a couple of new activities that will be announced and upcoming. And finally, more grassroots work. This is done again by our staff, working with Mount Sinai Center of Spirituality and Health. This is the Kai time for staffing, and we have a session that is being done by Sybil and Renata to the faculty members to do this program of wellness. So I urge you also to participate, and in this way it shows that we care a lot about you. It's not only about appreciation of your work, but we also want the appreciation of your well-being on a daily basis. Finally, I want to announce the Sinai Innovation. This is a very important program led by the Dean's Office and the Dean of Innovation. We have a meeting this year, a 2-day meeting focused on artificial intelligence. It will be October 15 and 16. This covers the whole area of AI in IT. And there will also be a hackathon. Usually these meetings have a theme, and there's also the day before, there's a couple of these hackathon sessions with a lot of participation from the people from the Mount Sinai community, but also in the New York City area. So I urge you to look at the website to see how you can participate into this. And then other activities related to visualization. There is the SciViz NYC, and there are a couple of people from this organization here attending. And this would be November 22nd. Preeti Balchandani from our group will be presenting during that meeting, talk about the work that is happening in terms of imaging, high field, and visualization. So again, another opportunity for you to participate into this. We'll be active on social media. It will be hashtag TMII2019, and we'll be doing Twitter, etc. So without further ado, I'd like to start with Dean Charney introduction to our meeting. Let me say a few things about Dean Charney. So Dean Charney is internationally acclaimed work in neurobiology, treatment of mood and anxiety disorders, fear, depression, and resilience. Actually, his book on resilience sits on my table. I got the second edition again, which I really find it extremely fascinating. And I urge you, if you're slightly interested in this field, to look at this, because you can learn a lot from this. He has been a leader in many new treatment and discoveries related to the treatment of mood and anxiety disorders. And it's really, we're very proud that he has a drug that he has developed that is FDA approved. There are not too many neuropsychiatric drugs that have been approved lately, and this is nasal ketamine. for the treatment of resistant depression. So he really leads by example, we have to say that. So he came to Mount Sinai in 2004, and he really has catapulted, I would say, Sinai into all the metrics: top medical school, top in terms of research, top in terms of clinical care, top in terms of education. He's transformed really this campus with many new initiatives, infused, maybe did some epigenetics on all of us, changed our DNA to be thinking very, very much in terms of innovation and excellence. He's really a role model of leadership, a role model in terms of his vision, his strengths, and I know that he's very much loved by all our faculty members and trainees, and I'm really proud to be working with him. Thank you so much.